Now, before we head into the first episode and the first games of Mooy the Boy, I think it's time I explained the rules of the series. First rule, no FIFA points whatsoever. That means I will not be spending any money whatsoever on this series. One, because I'm broke, and two, because I do not want to feed EA any more of my money. Now, rule number 2 is I have to start off with a cheap starter BPL team. Look, I know some people start with bronze teams, but I hate bronzes personally, and it's a cheap BPL team. Like, no players are going to be like 3,000 coins or anything. They're all going to be pretty cheap. They're all going to be under 80 rated, probably all of them. So I'm just giving myself a little bit of a head start because I'm not as good a player as all those pro players who start off with bronze teams. Now, rule 3, I can only get a player when Mooy gets a goal or assist. So that means when Mooy scores a goal or an assist, I pretty much get to take a player out of the team, go to the transfer market. Well, I can sell that player, of course, then go to the transfer market and buy another. And that coincides with rule number 4, which is I can only get a player with the amount of coins I have. Now, I can't go and bid on someone. It has to be their buy now price is either exactly the same or under the amount of coins I have. Now, rule number 5 states I don't have to get a player if I don't want to. If Mooy gets a goal and I don't feel like getting a player, I don't have to. If I want to save the coins for maybe a bigger player next time, yeah, I might do that. Rule number 6 is that Mooy has to play every game and is of course captain. He will be playing centre mid. I'm not going to play him striker or anything like that. Just nothing crazy like that. Rule 7 is that the series is to get to Division 1. Now, if I do get to Division 1, then yeah, I might maybe push to go and win Division 1. But at this stage, the goal is to get to Division 1. Now, the last and final rule, it's not even a rule for me, but if you guys have any suggestions of new rules that should be added to this list, feel free to add them in the comments below. If you feel there's anything I missed, anything you're unsure about, just ask questions there and I will answer your questions. But for now, let's get into the game. So since recording this, there's been a slight change. I've changed the rule of Mooy getting a goal and an assist. Well, that's when I can buy players to. I can buy players whenever I'd like if I've got the coins. It just makes it a bit easier for me if we're in a tough patch. I really need to change something. So I hope you consider this as still fair. I still think it's pretty fair because I'm not putting any money into the game whatsoever. So, I'm not going to have the same amount of financial firepower as other players, but I hope you guys understand.